Hey guys, welcome back. This is Brian from the BTNHD, and yes, we're doing another PC build, and it's the last quarter of the year. Why not do it? This is going to be considered a special build. You're probably asking yourself, why is it considered a special build? Well, I'm not going to tell you, so you got to stay tuned in and check out all the videos. So today is all about going over what are the parts. What parts am I using to build this December build? So let's go inside my PC part picker account, and I call this guy the special build for December 2016. First things first. So I have right here is the CPU that I'm going to be using is a AMD FX 8320E Black Edition, which is pretty awesome. 8 cores, 3.2 gigahertz, and if you kind of turn on the turbo boost, you could get up to 4.0. If you overclock it the correct way, you could actually get it up to 5.0, and that means if you overclock it the correct way. Now, to keep the CPU cooled, I'm actually using a liquid cooling system, which is actually a first for me. And the one that I picked out was from Corsair, the H7554.0 CFM liquid CPU cooler. This is actually my first one. I'm pretty excited about it. Great price. So let's see what happens. Let's go back into the list. For the motherboard, I'm actually using Gigabyte. And I picked up the GA970 gaming motherboard, which has SLI as well as M.2, which is awesome. And it supports AMD 3+. I think this build, the first build that I did was an AMD build. The second build was an Intel. And I said to myself, okay, there's a pattern, so why not build a AMD for this one? So for memory, I picked up the Crucial Ballistics Sports 8 gigs. I'm actually putting 8 gigs, but the motherboard, from my understanding, I believe the motherboard supports up to 64 gigs, which is awesome. That's pretty cool. But I'm only gonna give this build only 8 gigs. For the hard drive, I'm debating whether or not to go SATA. I could give it a 1 terabyte SATA, or I haven't found a good price for a solid state drive. I'm waiting for Black Friday to actually pick one up. So most likely this Western Digital 1 terabyte 72 RPM SATA hard drive might change to a solid state drive. I'm not too sure. For the graphics processor, I'm actually using what I already had in the lab, and I'm using the FSX Radeon RX 480, which is actually VR ready, and it has 8 gigs already. And the motherboard is a first for me. This 970 is a first for me because the 970 doesn't come with a display port. It doesn't come with a display port, HDMI, VGA, or DVI. So you actually have to have a graphics processor to, view something. And to house everything in, I'm actually going to use the Roswell Striker M ATX mid tower. I already had this tower inside the lab. It was just catching dust, so why not use it? It's a beautiful display. It does have a nice side panel, and I believe it has about 3 fans, and LED is blue, which is my favorite color. Now for power supply, again, I already had this in my lab. I'm going to be using the Roswell 650 watt 80+ bronze certified semi-module power supply. I'm probably going to change this because this guy has it has all the cables attached to it. I like the one that you can actually plug in and keep everything nice and clean when you're building the computer. But it really depends if I get something a little cheaper. And last but not least is the operating system. I know. I'm probably going to take advantage of Windows 10 Professional. I'm going to upgrade it to Windows 8 first, and then I'm going to upgrade it to Windows 10 because it's still a time frame to upgrade your operating system the free way. So most likely I'm going to take advantage of that and just give it Windows 10. But the overall build is going to cost about $835. I didn't spend that much because I got some of these things on sale within Micro Center. You could probably get some of these parts and take advantage around Black Friday or Monday cyber, the cyberspace event, whatever. But I'm pretty excited about this build. Again, it is considered a special build for this December. Hopefully you guys enjoy. Stay tuned for all that stuff. And leave comments right below if you think I should add anything else or I should upgrade to other parts. What are your thoughts about this special build? Leave comments again below. Don't forget about hitting that like button. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace out.